In a small, peaceful village surrounded by lush green fields, there was a baby named Zion who was famous for being incredibly lucky. Zion's luck wasn't ordinary. It was the kind that made people stop and stare. From the moment he was born, strange and fortunate things kept happening wherever he went. When Zion was just a few days old, his parents, Hina and Farhan, noticed something unusual. During a particularly bad storm, their roof began to leak heavily. Hina was worried their house might flood. But as soon as Zayan let out a loud giggle, the rain mysteriously stopped, and the clouds cleared. The villagers started calling him the lucky baby. Zion's growing luck. As Zion grew, his luck only got stronger. One day, Hina was baking bread, but realized she had no more flour. She sighed, "How will we eat tonight?" Just then, Zion crawled to the storage jar and knocked it over. To Hina's surprise, she found enough flour at the bottom of the jar to bake several loaves of bread. Another time, Farhan lost his wallet in the market and was heartbroken. But as soon as he lifted Zion into his arms, the wallet fell from the sky, landing right at their feet. The villagers began to adore Zion. They believed his presence brought good fortune, and they would often invite him to their homes during celebrations or important events, hoping for his luck to bless them. A strange challenge. One day, a wealthy merchant named Bashir visited the village. Bashir was known for being skeptical and loved to test people. When he heard about Zion's luck, he laughed. "There's no such thing as luck. It's just a coincidence," he declared. The villagers protested, but Bashir was stubborn. "I'll test this so-called lucky baby myself," he said. He offered to host a grand feast for the entire village if Zion could pass his test. Hina and Farhan hesitated. Zion was just a baby after all, but the villagers convinced them to agree. They trusted Zion's luck completely. The test begins. On the day of the challenge, Bashir placed 3 boxes on a table. Inside one of these boxes is a gold coin, he explained. "If the baby can choose the right box, I'll admit he's lucky and host the feast." The villagers gathered around, whispering excitedly. Hina placed Zion on the table, and everyone held their breath. Zayn looked at the boxes with his big, curious eyes. Then, instead of picking a box, he started clapping his tiny hands. Suddenly, a gust of wind blew through the area, knocking one of the boxes off the table. Out rolled the gold coin. The crowd erupted in cheers, and Bashir was speechless. He kept his promise and hosted the biggest feast the village had ever seen. From that day on, even Bashir became a believer in Zion's luck. A lucky adventure. As Zion grew older, his luck continued to amaze everyone. One evening, when he was about 4 years old, he wandered into the forest with his dog, Buzo. His parents were worried when they couldn't find him. The villagers organized a search party. But before they could begin, Zion and Buzo returned, carrying a small bag. "What's this?" Hina asked. Zayn opened the bag to reveal a handful of glittering gemstones. "I found them near the big tree," he said proudly. The villagers were astonished. They used the gemstones to repair the village school and build a new well, all thanks to Zion's lucky adventure. The moral of the story: years later, Zion grew up to be a kind and generous man. While people still admired his luck, he always reminded them, luck is a blessing, but it's kindness, gratitude, and hard work that make it truly valuable. And so, Zion's luck continued to bring happiness, not just to him, but to everyone around him. Moral: true luck lies in sharing your blessings and helping others.